Tsela ena ya bill ena hore e fetolwe ke tsela ntle haholo hobane re batla hore ho hokahanywe di mekgatlo ena meraro e leng NSEA le
and business entities must be accountable, and also government must be accountable, and also ensure that they treat you fairly.
hape karolo e tlo thusang ka bill ena hore fetolwe ku thusa tabeng ya tlhekefetso mohlomong e ka etswang ke bo masepala dikgwebo tse kgolo batho ba bang ba ileng hore ba ameha ho tsa dikgwebo tse nyenyane sena se tlo thusa haholo hore le khone hore le ikemele le itwanele ha utlwa tabeng ena ya tlhekefetso e ka bang jwalo.
The bill also seeks to enable to define what is unfair trading practices, and also allows us then to deal with those that are practicing unfair trade practice with yourselves as small business.
Bill ena hape e tlo thusa haholo ho bana ba sa tsamayeng ka molao ha utlwa ho tsa kgwebo tse nyenyane le hore le rona re kgone hore re tshohle batho ba jwalo re kgone le ho tobana le bona ha ba ntse ba tswela pele ka ketso sa bona.
Lastly, the bill also simplifies the definitions of small, micro and medium businesses, and also it aligns itself to the constitutional requirements of the constitutional that we have.
Bill ena hape e hlalosa boholo ba dikgwebo tse nyenyane le tse kgolo tse bohareng mme hape le tsamaiso ya yona hore e tsamaisane kapa e manahane le molao motheo wa Afrika Borwa.
Now, I hope that was a short summary and you have a basic understanding of the bill. Now we invite you to do two submissions, either oral or written.
Hona jwale tjena re tshepa hore ruri le sentse le utlwile hanyanyane hore na ebe bill ena e na le makolopetso mafe mme ka tsela jwalo he hona jwale tjena re lebeletse hore le etse ntho tse pedi ya pele ke hore le be le ditshwaelo tse ka etsuwang ka molomo hona mona kapa tse ka ngolwang fatshe.
As we indicated that our committees and portfolio and secretariat services is on my left, and they can take any written submission that you might have for us to consider in the bill.
Jwalo ka ke bontshitse re le committee re tsamaisana le botsamaisi le bongodi ka ho leletsehadi la ka haeba le batla tsa ditshwaelo tse ngotsweng fatshe le ka etsa jwalo ebe le di fetisetsa ho bona.
We also have CIFA, CEDA and the department here, so if you have specific problems that you want to be sorted out, we will refer you to them.
Re na le mona ho rona ka jeno sita le sida hore ha eba le na le ditaba tse itseng mohlomong le batla ho di tsohla le bona le lokolohile hore le ka etsa fela jwalo.
Now we invite you to indicate, we will take 10 people to talk to us at a time. We will allocate 3 minutes to each of the speakers. We're asking that you do these things. You give us your name, your surname, the area, either ward or organization where you come from, and indicate whether you support the bill or not and your reasons. We will allocate strictly 3 minutes for you to make your submission.
Hona jwale tjena tlo kgetha batho ba 10 mme batho bana ba 10 ba tla tlameha hore ba ke ba itlhalose hore na motho o tswa kae o tswa sebakeng sefe warding efeng kapa lebatoweng le feng mme a kgona ho bontsha hape le hore na ebe o tshehetsa bill ena kapa tjhe le hore na mabaka a hae a o se tshehetse kapa o itshehetsa na ke afe.
Because we're in Parliament, we ask you that we respect each other, and we're also trying to ensure that as many as possible members of the public get to talk. Can I get an indication by hands who would like to start talking?
Hona jwale tjena re tlo hlomphana empa he re kopa matsoho ho batla ba lakatsang ho bua hona jwale.
Okay, let's do like this. Let's take 5 from this side. Okay, 3 from this side, 3 from this side, and 3 from that side. And then that's the first round. Once they identify you, come to the chairs.
Ha ba o
and please be seated.
supile o ka tla ditulo mona ka pele. Oh, sorry, I just forgot to mention one thing. 3 minutes, I think is important. 3 minutes, yes, I just forgot to.
Just say it again.
Oh, should I say it?
Yeah, please.
Modulasetulo re hopotsa hore se ke ra lebala hore nako e kgethuweng kapa e re abelwang yona ke metsotso fela e meraro, 3 minutes.
Please start. Thank you, sir.
O ka qadisa? Yeah, okay.
Good morning, everybody.
Ke le dumedise bohle.
My name is Mosampumelelo Gamsimango.
Lebitso la ka ke Mosampumelelo wa Msimango.
I'm from West City, Ward 28.
Ke tswa Western City, warding ya 28.
I'm a member of Vugataki Economic Reform Organization
Ke setho sa Vugatake Economic Reform Organization.
and also a businessman
Me hape ke rakgwebo ke le jwalo.
and a portfolio member in the LED committee of the municipality.
Me ke committee ke setho sa committee ya portfolio Maspaleng
Warren West.
Warren West.
I would first like to support the bill.
Ntho ya pele fela ke batla hore ke bontshe hore ke tshehetsa bill ena.
I've got reasons that I would like to submit
Me ke na le mabaka ao ke batlang ho a hlahisa.
that I feel that they need to be amendment.
Hore ka nnete phetolo yona e a hlokahala.
The first one is the one of making the bill under a state-owned company.
Ya pele ko ho etsa hore bill ena e be ka tlasa kgwebo ya mmuso.
For us as business people, that one we see as a risk factor because we know in South Africa what happens to state-owned companies.
Eo rona jwalo ka borokgwebo re bona ntho eno e re kenya tlasa kotsi e kgolo hoba re tseba hantle ho etsalang ka dikgwebo tsa mmuso mo Afrika Borwa.
The second one is the one of giving the minister the sole powers of being a shareholder.
Ya bobedi ko fa le tona hore le lona le be le karolo le matla a itseng hona tabeng ena.
This it will be an unfair treatment to the business industry because we might experience the abuses of power.
Sena se tlo re bakela mathata a maholo industry-eng ena ya dikgwebo hobane ho ka tle ho sebediswe matla hampe.
and others getting green contracts
Mme ba bang ebe ba fumana dikontraka tse kgolohadi
due to the relations to the minister.
ka baka la hore fela ba amana le letona.
The last one is the provision of finance when it comes to fund the bill itself. It's not appropriately clarified. It is put in short visions. How is the bill going to be funded? How is it going to contribute in terms of the finance and stuff like that?
E latelang le a o qetela ke enono ya hore bothata jwale bo tabeng ena ya tshehetso ya ditjhelete hore ka nnete ha ya hlakiswa hantle hore na e tla boradikgwebo ba tla tshehetswa jwang ka ditjhelete.
The last one, I would like to, I know my 3 minutes is finished.
Yeah,
The
okay,
last
yeah.
one, I would like to request to our parliamentarians, whenever we're having these public sessions, time is key because all of us were almost important. And the last one, can we please have young people in these structures? I thank you.
Ya o qetela he.
Thank you very much. Next.
Eno a bua mona ke Sei Peter
Who's speaking here is Seiso Piet
from Green Business Forum.
from Green Business Forum.
I'm a businessman,
Ke motho kapa ke rakgwebo.
director of Small Enterprise
I'm a director of Seiso Enterprise
from Ward 21,
from Ward 21
yeah, Merafon sub-region.
in Merafong sub-region.
To welcome and endorse the representation of the amendment of the bill. I support the amendment of the bill, first of all.
Ho amohela petolo ena ya bili ena ke ha ele hantle ke tshehetsa petolo ya bili ena.
Let me have a contribution
E re jwale he ke be le tshwaelo e
and
itseng.
some sort of questions. I will be short,
Le dipotsonyana tse itseng empa ke tla khutsufatsa fela.
yeah, to be principled because I am principled.
Hoba ke tsepame molaong hobane ke motho ya ratang molao.
Mine is this one, in terms of the representation. How or what is the criteria will be utilized in terms to make sure that the leadership, they are oversighting the businesses on the ground level, because it seems as if on the ground level there are so many lots of dynamics, but we can't raise them now because it's not their platform.
Hona jwale tjena ntho e ke batlang go e tseba ke hore na ha o tloa tabeng ya bookamedi hore na ebe ka nnete bo tla tsamaya jwang na bo tla etsahala selehaeng hoba re tseba hantle hore mona selehaeng hona le maqakabetsi a mangata-ngata.
Yes. Then another issue that I want to contribute, that is it allowed the amendment to work or to be subjected with the National Black Business Council? Because I think if they can be subjected with the principles of National Black Business Council, I think we are going to be incooperative as they are raising the issue of let's work together as these three categories even to A1, not lefting others, because we won't want to be confused. At the end of the day, ho tlo hlaha another structure, let's wanna think opportunity of business. Then is it going to allow to work with that National Black Business caucus? That is my question on that.
Na phetolo ena e tla kgona na hore e sebetse le e tsamaisana le melao ena ya business Black Business Caucus hoba jwale sena se tla thusa ho etsetseng hore re kgone ho sebedisana mmoho ha o tloa tabeng ya hore dintho di tsamaya hantle dikgwebong tsena tse nyenyane.
My concern is the issue of discrimination
Ntho e kgathatsang ke taba ya kgethollo.
in terms of payment, as it has been alluded that those issues are going to be ratified. Yeah, I believe because now even our LED, we are trusting on him, MMC. Then in terms of to say this discrimination, le tlo e fedisa jwang, because ke yona e re fang mathata in terms of issues of those people who are having financial muscles, they are making delays payment as it has been alluded. How can we be assisted on that particular one? Because it's the gist of matter. That is why we are collaborated here, is because of for us to be empowered. If there is a delay in terms of payment, really is a disaster. You are not empowering us, because the issue is not small MMCs or LEDs. Are those people who are appointed personally, those people are having problem, because now
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Next.
Sanbonani. Oh, right, just wait for okay. Wow, okay. Sanbonani, lona khulumayo ngumandla Nkosi Paul wakaMange.
Greetings, the one who's speaking before you, it's Mandle Nkosi, Paul Mande.
Mange. Iyakulungile nalokho. Angithi kuba mude okokuqala nje ngithanda ukuthi ngijabule ukuthi kuze iParliament ize kuthina lapha eMerafong.
I won't be long, but I would like to thank the Parliament for coming to us in Morafong.
Njengomuntu omele abahlali ngizomela iMCR. MCR it's Merafong Concerned Residents. MCR.
I stand for MCR. I'm the member of the MCR, which means
Merafong
Concerned Members.
Residents. Yebo. Okokuqala ke ngizothi ibill lena ngizoyisupporta ngawo wonke amandla. I support the bill.
First of all, I would like to mention that I support the bill.
A little bit of a history is phakathi kule 3 minutes ukuthi lapha eMerafong we had 11 mines before, now we are only left with 2 mines.
What I would like to mention is that here in Morafong, we used to have about 11 mines, but right now we are only left with 2 mines.
Sinabantu abangaphezulu kwemiliyoni abangasebenzi abalahlekelwe imisebenzi mine.
We have more than 11 million people who have lost their jobs because of this money that they get, they pay the municipality.
Inkinga ke ekhona ke lapho kuyi problem ukuthi abantu bayahlukumezeka kakhulu lapho uthola ukuthi umuntu ubhilwa more than 2 times. Kune account department, kune a planning department, a charger anto abakhe izindlu. Abantu nje bangikhuluma nani ba collect umasipala ama millions and then bafuna ukuthi babadlele izindlu zabo.
What happened is that these people now are left owing the municipality a lot of money because of having these backroom dwellers. So now that
molaotlhomo ono. Ke a o dumela.
For obvious reason, we have seen that there are a lot of duplication around issue of these agencies.
Mme gape ke tlhagise gore jaaka go bonagala gore go na le tiragalo kgotsa tlhagiso e tlhagelang gape ka tsona ditheo tseno.
But what we want to raise strongly so as a forum
Mme jaaka re le foramo se re batlang go se tlhagisa thata.
we want to request the portfolio committee to look at issue of decentralizing this institution to local municipalities.
Re rata go tlhagisa mo go maloko a komiti gore ba diragatse gore di theo tsena di fitlhelele baagi ba selegae.
Let the bill be able to make provision to municipalities to have functionality and powers that can be able to enforce certain regulations that are created by the bylaws of municipality.
Re kopa gore a molaotlhomo ono o thuse makoko a selegae gore a kgone go tsamaisa melao ya go thusa batho ba selegae.
One of the examples that I want to refer to is we have referred that municipality here depends entirely in the economy within the mining sector.
Sengwe se se tseng re se tlhagisitse ke gore masepala wa mono o ikaegile thata ka ikonomi ya meepo.
But what we experience in the mining area is that the mining sector does not want to listen to the SMMEs.
Mme se re se lemogileng ke gore ba meepo ga ba rate go utlwella ba ba dirang dikgwebo.
We want to therefore make an input to say, let us also create a provision in the bill that will enforce the mining sector to report or to make accountability to the community that it seeks to serve.
Ka gore jalo rata go kopa gore re kopa gore molaotlhomo ono o nne le ntlha e leng gore e tla gapeletsa ba meepo gore le bone ba kgone go se gatelele ba ba dirang dikgwebo potlana.
The other issue that we also want to raise is to say, let the bill also look at the issue of functionality.
Se sengwe gape re batlang go se kopa ke gore re kopa gore molaotlhomo ono o bone tsela ya ditsamaiso.
Functionality in relation to documentation when we tender as local SMMEs, for instance.
Fa ke re tsamaiso ke bua ka tsamaiso ya ditokomane tse leng gore ra di dirisa fa re dira dikopo tsa ditendara.
It cannot be correct that as SMMEs, which are historically disadvantaged in terms of opportunities in the economy,
Ga go a siama gore batho ba leng gore ba tlhokomologilwe mo ikonoming.
we find that when you go and do an application for a bid, for instance, in a local municipality,
Gore fa ba ya go dira dikopo mo masepaleng wa selegae,
there's an element that they call financial viability.
go na le ntlha e buang ka tsa matlotlo.
Now the question is, how do I begin to get access to get beneficiation on a tender that requires me to have financial viability whilst I'm not working?
Jaanong ke rata go botsa gore ke kgona jang go bona matlotlo ao a kopiwang mme ke sa kgone go dira mme ke sa dire.
Because what happens in the tender documents, they give a lot of points in financial viability, and it gets to benefit those who are advantageous in terms of their opportunity in the
Ka
economy.
gore mo dikopong tseo mo ditokomaneng tseo tsa dikopo go na le dintlha tse dintsi tse leng gore go tlhokega madi mme seo se sologela molemo fela ba leng gore ba na le madi.
Which creates a problem for the historically disadvantaged SMMEs.
Mme seo se tlhogomolosa ba leng gore ke ba dikgwebo potlana tse dinnye.
So we therefore request that let us have a flexibility in terms of mitigating the issues of requirement in tendering for documentation. Let
you
it
very
be
much.
accessible to the historically disadvantaged communities and SMMEs, not the ones which are already advantageous.
Ka gore jalo re kopa gore go tsenngwe molao wa go thusa kgotsa go tshegetsa ba leng gore ba tlhogomologile gore le bone ba kgone go tsenya dikopo
Thank
mme
you.
e sa le ba fela
Your
ba
time
leng
is
gore
up.
ga bana madi.
So lastly,
Oh, very
I wanted
fading.
to raise one, just lastly.
Thank
Time
you.
is
Your
up.
time is up. Next.
Good morning.
Dumelang,
My name is Karabo Moleko.
leina la me ke Karabo Moleko.
I'm a community development worker.
Ki modiredi wa tlhabololo ya naga ya rona.
And then
setšhaba sa rona.
I'm a resident of Merafong in Kokosi, extension 3.
Mme ke moagi wa Merafong mo Kokosi ko extension 3.
Number one, I stand here to be in support of the bill.
Sa ntlha ke rata go tlhagisa gore ke dumelana le molaotlhomo ono
For two obvious reasons.
ka dintlha tse pedi fela tse di bonagalang.
One would be from the summary that you shared with us.
Ya ntlha e tla nna ka tshosobanyo e le re neetseng yona fano.
You highlighted one-stop shop that is going to assist the small businesses.
O tlhagisitse gore e tla nna lefelo le lengwe le leng gore le tla kgona go thusa dikgwebopotlana.
To assist small businesses from from pillar to post, but they will only go to one place where they will get all the services required.
Go thusa dikgwebopotlana gore di sa nna ntse di ya kwale le kwale mme di ye mo lefelong le lengwe go dira dilo tsotlhe mo teng.
The second reason of my support is that ombudsman that you said is also shared within this bill.
Ntlha ya bobedi e ke kgatlhegelang ke go tsengwa teng tirisong ofisi ya ombuds.
Because it will serve truly, as you said, as the CCMA to assist the small businesses from the various challenges that they have.
Ka ntlha ya gore jaaka setse o tlhagisitse e tlile go thusa thata dikgwebopotlana tseno.
Now, however, the submission that I would like to bring as a resident of Kokosi and Merafong in particular,
Le fa go ntse jalo se ke batlang go se tlhagisa jaaka ke le moagi wa Sekokong.
we are living in an area whereby we are on the far end of Gauteng.
Re nna mo ntlheng e leng gore e kgakajana le Gauteng.
This area is poor. You might have seen it as you are driving from Gauteng, Joburg, and other areas coming to this site.
Mme karolo eno e humanehile ke solofela gore le bone fa le tla kwano.
I wish if our municipality was also here so that the submissions that we are bringing to you, they will also listen to them as well.
Ke ne ke duma ekete ba masepala le bona ba ka bo ba le ka kwano gore le bona ba kgone go reetsa dintlha tseno.
We are a mining area here,
Lefelo leno ke la meepo.
but we are only benefiting from the mines by being employees in the mine.
Mme fela re sologela molemo ke meepo eno ka go nna badiredi ba one
The
fela.
latter speakers have also spoken that even those employees are being retrenched bit by bit.
Mme le gone babui ba bangwe setse ba tlhagisitse gore le bona badiredi bao setse ba ntshitswe mo tirong.
Now, we are just wandering around the township here doing nothing.
Ka jalo re tshwenyegile ka badiri kgotsa baagi ba ba leng mo torotswaneng e fano.
We are doing nothing. We don't have anything to do with the mining experiences that we have gathered.
Re ntse fela ga re dire selo mme re na le maitemogelo a go dira mo meepong.
The request would be the same as what is happening there in Northern Cape. We are requesting the mines here through your intervention that they can give us the temporary mining licenses here in the mining that we have.
Kopo ya rona e tla tshwana le kopo e ba e dirileng ko Northern Cape ya gore re kopa gore le ba pateletse gore ba re nele di license tsa go dira mo meepong eno.
We have mine dumps here that have been excavated here, but we find people who are not even residing from our area of Merafong being busy there. There are small businesses here who are operating here, but they are not given those opportunities to do a bit of those mining that side.
Go na le meepo e leng gore e butswi fano mme fa re fitlha fo re fitlhela go dira batho ba e leng gore ga se batho ba ba tswang ka kwano.
Last point, re kopa access to land.
Sa bofelo re kopa tetla ya go dirisa lefatshe.
Not all of us can be tenderpreneurs, but some of us, we want to manufacture things. We don't have land in this area.
Ga se rona rotlhe ba e leng gore re tla nna borra di tendera mme ba bangwe ba rona re batla go dirisa matsogo a rona go dira dilo.
The next speaker, those who have submitted the inputs, le sa fetsa ke kopa gore le bone borre ba ba mo ditafoleng le bomme gore le kgone go etsa di additional submission. Go na le difomo tse ba tla lofang tsone. If we say exhaust all the submissions.
Sure.
Ya leboga. The next speaker, over to you.
Thank you. Please proceed.
Mandebulise, all the portfolio observe.
Ke kopa go dumedi oh pardon me.
Ngokunjalo nawe Mr. Chair.
I would like to greet everyone, including you, Chairperson.
Igama lami ngulungile uMazozo isename diphuma eWedela Township.
My name is Lungile Mazozo from Wedela Township.
Okokuqala nje mandivume ukuthi ibill ndiyisupport.
Let me first support the bill.
Benzathi ndi-covered, but zikhona into some of the things endifuna nje ukuziraisa, ndiziveze nje. Because izithethe ezininzi, sezibethe zavokotela, zizithashile iipoints ezininzi.
I would have said that I'm covered by the speakers before me, but there are a few certain points that I would like to raise here. But the speakers before me, I must agree that they have covered most of my points.
Ndingathi nje kokuqala apha eMirafong sinengxaki.
Let me tell you that here in Mirafong, we have a problem.
Makuvela nje ama-project, kuthathwa i-companies ezisuka from outside, zingayishiyi 30% up kule ndawo esihlala kuyo, that is iMirafong.
When there are new projects, companies from outside of the area of Mirafong come here to do the jobs, but we do not get the 30% that we should get as residents of this area.
But sizamile ukuyilwa lonto as i-forums.
We have tried to fight against that as local forums.
Sazama ufaka i-forums zalapha ekuhlaleni. I-companies zalapha ekuhlaleni ukuthi bezizo ezilida ilento eziqhubeka ne-companies okanye i-project.
We try to put local companies to work on those projects.
Apha siselecte i-MBC, Mirafong Business Chamber.
We have selected MBC called Mirafong Business Chamber.
Unfortunately, kanti si selecta abantu abaku-faction kwezepolitiko.
And unfortunately, the people we selected are from a certain faction politically.
Now indaba ze-business bazilento bazipoliticizer, instead of ba-assist SMEs, the small businesses, bazifunela bona imisebenzi including ichomi zabo.
And unfortunately, the people that we selected are politicizing the business issues. They put their own friends in front, and those are the people who get to benefit on those businesses.
Now secretary, the new chamber now, United Mirafong Business Forum.
And then we have selected a new chamber now. That new chamber is called Mirafong United Business Forum.
Asazi ke nakulo bazoziqhuba njani, but sibabhekile nabo.
We do not know how they are going to behave, but we are watching them.
Because these small businesses, ziyasafarish because of abantu esibakhethayo.
Because our small businesses are suffering because of the people that we elect.
I submit.
That is my submission.
Thank you very much. Next.
Bishop. Ke a leboga gagolo ke itumetse gagolo ha ke bona parlamente e tlile mo setšhabeng.
I'm very happy and grateful that the parliament has came to our shores.
Ke dumelana le bili e ke utlwileng ka sheko.
I support the bill that I've heard about today.
Lebitso la ka ke Lerato Mashapa, Ward 1.
My name is Lerato Mashapa from Ward 1.
Ke member ya forum ya United Mirafong Business Forum.
I'm the member of United Mirafong Business Forum.
Ke utlwa botlhoko gagolo ka mokgwa re tlhophegileng ka teng mo khutsong mo Mirafong ka kakaretso.
It pains me to see how are we really poor, all of us here in this area in Mirafong.
Ka baka la hore e ka re rona re le di SMME re ba le di company for go oketsa palo mar a re sebetse.
We as SMMEs, we have companies, but those companies, they are just there, but we are unemployed in fact.
Re dula re tlisetsa di company tse tswang ko ntle di tlong ka mosebetsi ka mo ha o tshwantse go patela ha o patele re na di company tse ngata tse tswang ko ntle tse sa re patelang re phela botlhoko mo a re kgone tsamaya because of a ra patela batho.
You find that there's companies who come from outside who are taking our job opportunities here, and we suffer that problem that we do not have funds to pay people as it ought to be.
Ke kopa bili o ketse bili ke tlang ka yona motlhomo e ka tshintsha dintho.
I think maybe this bill that we are talking about today can make changes in some of the things.
Or even if company e tswa ko ntle e entse joint venture le company ya mo gae go bane le contract e ba e signa hore ha motho a dutse ka tšhelete o mo gae re kgone mo thola.
That there can be a joint venture between the two companies, the one coming from outside and the one who is local, so that when a person runs away with money, then the one who's here locally, he can be accountable.
And office ya masipala le yona e etse mosebetsi ya gore e nne e check from time to time ba ska batla rona re tle re tlo lwana ba tle le bona ba check gore tsamaiso ke yona e go dumelaneng ka yona.
The office of the municipality also, it needs to monitor and make sure that all our problems and complaints, they are really taken care of.
Re na le di proposal tse re di etsang ma go tlo thola go proposal ya gago e fuwa motho o mong.
We have a lot of proposals that we submit, but you find that proposal is being given to somebody else.
Yet government e re thuse re create mesebetsi.
Yet the government says we must help and create jobs.
So re kopa thuso ko lona le government se ke la dula ko di office le lona ke le tsweng le shebe gore if tender e le ya national e tswile mo merafong tla le tlo check gore e filwe motho o right because of o thola gore nna company ka ke 2014 intse le mo grade 1 ha iso gole motho o register a company no ka 2023 chomi ya re mneletse gore ke ye ntho e tlotswa register a company ka speed.
You please, can you also help us as the parliament by monitoring how things are going on here in our municipality, because you will find that somewhere somehow somebody will have an opportunity that was supposed to be ours, and you will find that his or her friend will tell he or him that there's an opportunity. Yet my company is from 2014, but that person, his or her company, it's just been registered not so long.
Thank you very much. Your
Ke
time
kopa ya
is
di
up.
last.
Thank you very much. Your time is up.
Ra leboha nako ya hao e fedile. Yeah.
Next.
Okay, wait for the interpreter, Munir.
Yes.
Good morning, Madam Chair and the rest of the committee members. My name is Jaco van der Merwe. I am in the LED portfolio in Ward 14 of Merafong. I'm also the chairperson of Vogel AfriForum and a local businessman for the last 17 years in Merafong. Let's start off to say that, yes, I do support this bill, but there is some issues that I think is not clearly defined and should be maybe broadened up upon, or more detail that we need to add to the bill. The first thing that I notice is that this is going to be a state-owned enterprise, so it's government working for us.
Santla se ke se lemogileng ke gore e tla nna kgwebo ya governmente o kgotsa ya puso mme se se raya gore puso e tla ba e direla rona.
Insofar as government is working for us, I think we should ask them then that this entity be a non-profit entity. Cover your cost, but be non-profit because we want to empower the people on the ground. We don't want to make profit from the poor and their companies. So that's the first thing I would recommend.
Me fa go ntse jalo ke rata go dira boikuelo gore ke kopa gore a nne gore ke setheo se leng gore ga sena letseno e nne setheo se leng gore se tla matlafatsa baagi gore baagi nne bona ba sologelang molemo go tswa mo go sone.
Then the second thing that I would like to see as part of the bill is the criteria of who is going to be benefiting from this organization.
Sa bobedi se ke batlang go se latlhela ke gore go ntsenngwe tirisong kgang ya gore go bonwe gore ke bomang ba batla sologelwang molemo mo tirisong eno.
For instance, I can, and just for what entities, what startups, what about the mama on the spaza shop at the corner? How will they access the funds?
Jaka ke batla go botsa gore e tlo nna dikgwebo potlana tse dintseng jang tse di tla sologelang molemo mono ke bo mama ba ba rekisang mo dikhoneng kgotsa ke di company tse dintseng jang tse leng gore di tla sologelang molemo go tswa mo setheong seno.
The last point that I would like to ask is that with having engaged with some of the other development banking agencies in the last couple of years, there's always a middleman, always a tenderpreneur or someone that stands between us and the bank. I want that removed. Put it in the bill, cut it out.
Sa bofelo se ke batlang go se tsenya mo molaotlhomong ono ke gore gantsi ntse re dirisana le di banka re bona gore go na le motho o dirang mo gare o leng gore o sologela molemo mo tirisong eo mme re rata gore seo se kgaolwe go sa tlhole go nna le motho o dirang magareng ga rona batho le di banka go diriwe fela batho le di banka fela go sa nna le motho ope mo gare ke kopa seo se tsenngwe mo tirisong.
Thank you
all
very
from
much.
me.
Thank you very much for your
Ke a
time.
leboga.
Thank you very much. Next.
Sure. Good morning, my greatest pioneers. My name is Neongesi from Mohale City, Manseville, Kwangesi section, Morare Drive Tourism Precinct.
Lina la miki?
Neongesi.
Lina la miki rengesi go tswa ko Manseville Mogale City.
I'm the director of Happy Homes Pub and Restaurant.
Ke mokaedi wa Happy Homes Pub and Restaurant.
Also a stakeholder at Manseville Tourism Association.
Gape ke motsa karolo wa Manseville Tourism Association.
Just a little bit history of Manseville. That Manseville is a place whereby the first 4 politicians were hanged in South Africa.
Go le fa le morago la ka boripana ka Manseville. Manseville ke lefelo le le gore bora dipolitiki ba ntlha ba bane ba ile ba tshwarwa teng.
I support the bill.
Ke tshegetsa molaotlhomo ono.
Manseville used to have lots of BNBs.
Manseville e kile ya bole ena le di BNB di le dintsi.
Today we don't have any one BNB standing.
Gone jaanong ga gona le BNB to ka monwana.
I believe that the parliament is here to support the township economic revitalization.
Ke akanya gore parlamente fano go tla go tshegetsa tsosoloso ya economy ya makeishene.
I wonder how is the bill going to help the Manseville township tourism economy to be revitalized.
Jaanong ke ipotsa gore molaotlhomo o tlile go thusa jang go tsosolosa bojanala economy ya bojanala kwa Manseville.
Hence we have the Maropen Cradle of Humankind,
Ke ka for na le Maropen Cradle of Humankind.
which is currently not supporting the economy of Manseville,
E gone jaanong e sa tshegetse economy ya Manseville.
whereby they pass our entrance with the local and international tourists from Maropen passing Manseville, taking our money to Soweto to Vilagazi.
Ka gonne gore o tsene ko Maropeng o tlhoka gore o fete ka Manseville le fa go ntse jalo madi a tswa ko Maropeng ba isa kwa Soweto.
I'm just requesting us to sort this matter out to revitalize the Manseville tourism economy.
Ke kopa gore re baakanye ntlhe eno e le gore kgone go tsosolosa economy ya
That
Manseville.
at least before the local and international tourists go to Soweto to Vilagazi, they should pass Manseville and then Kagiso.
Gore pele bajanala ba selegae le ba boditšhabatšhaba ba ya kwa Soweto a ba fete pele mo Manseville le mo
Also going to
Kagiso.
Mr. April that we need a tourism incubation.
Ke dumela le wena re April gore re tlhoka tourism incubation.
In conclusion, when you go to CEDA or other financial entities for financial assistance, they will look for old credit status personally from 2012 or so, and then you do not get financial funding.
Me fa o ya go ditheong tsa puso tsa go kopa ditšhelete tsa thusa ditšhelete ba tlile go go batla le morago la gago la dikoloto go tloga ka 2012 go bona madi a gago go ntse a dirisa jang.
Thank you very much. I support the bill. Big ups.
Thank you very much.
Tshegetsa molaotlhomo ke a leboga.
Next.
Good day, my name is Rebecca Makiti,
Dumela nna ke nna mme Rebecca Makiti,
Secretary of the Black Ladies Organization.
mokwaledi wa
Black Ladies Organization.
Black Ladies Organization.
My company is Repsco Holding.
Company ya me ke Repsco Holding.
I stay in Ward 28, 14 Alberton Street, Merafong.
Ke tswa kwa Ward 28 mo Merafong.
I support the bill.
Ke tshegetsa molaotlhomo ono.
First and foremost, I agree in combining the agencies and the bank. Probably maybe we'll have effectiveness out of that institution alone.
Sa ntlha ke dumelana le go kopangwa ga ditheo tseno le dibanka. Ke akanya gore go dira jalo go tla dira gore ba dire ka tsela e molemo.
I want to throw this a submission that the issue of turnaround that we have been struggling with all the agencies. Their turnaround is very vague, that's number one. And we have needs as SMMEs. The second thing is that maybe suggestion in future is to say, can they have a 24-hour coupon in terms of money or a coupon? Because at some point you get an opportunity of catering, you don't have money. But if they can come in, that will help us in future.
Jano se nka rata go se latlhela jaaka tshwaelo ya me ke gore nako ya gore ba re thuse tota e bokoa thata me se sengwe gape ke gore a go ka direga gore ba ne le coupono ya thusa madi a 24 hours ka gone ka nako dingwe jaaka ke le kgwebo e dirang ka dijo nako dingwe ke bona kopo ya kgwebo me le fa go ntse jalo ga ke na madi a go ke gone go diragatsa kopo eo jalo fa go na le coupono eo ya 24 hours ya thusa ditšhelete e ka re thusa thata.
The other thing in terms of the bill on issues of functionality, the issue of us as SMM is not having any opportunity, and we are expected by the municipality to buy a tender document at 1,050 rand. Lord is not assisting us. That situation is not assisting us, and that is the situation that opens the gap from a person in Joburg who is so financially viable to come and buy a document here, and we cannot participate.
Jano kang engwe ke go dira sentle ga dikopo tsa dikgwebo ka gonne kgang e ya gore o tlo o reke ditokomane tsa tendera ka 1,050 rand ya re bola motho o tswang go Gauteng yo le gore o na le pokoto e tletseng o kgona go dira tender mo lefelong la rona me rona re kgona go fetwa ke tshomo eo.
Issue ya compliance with the Department of Labor.
Kgang ya compliance le lefapha la badiri.
Ke kopa amnesty for all the SMMEs that are here that are owing the Department of Labor in terms of COEDA, and they have not even worked for the duration that they have been members of COEDA compliance. We are asking for amnesty because when I tender, they need that COEDA. Then after that, I don't have money, I owe them. Just two more important things. Issue ya CIDB, can we extend it to 5 years? Because this thing, when we do CIB in January, maybe another compliance of SK in June. When they expire in one time. That is not helping us.
Re kopa gape kgang ya CIBD e tle e okediwe gona dingwaga di le 5 ka gone ga e re thuse gone jaanong jana.
Just two important things that I'm going to give you as a request going forth. Can your good self as the Department of Small Business bring DMR here? We need it here as the SMMEs. That's the other thing that we are requesting. The last one is that can the Department of Small Businesses, it happened in February, come with the support of the 10,000 again. Can you open that window so that this SMMEs who did not benefit, they should apply for that opportunity of the 10,000. It made a huge difference on other SMMEs. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Next.
Ke rata go leboga bo botlhe ba tlile mona.
Thank you for everyone who is present here.
Gore ba tlo ikutlwela gore government taramo ba tla tlhabolola maphelo a borona.
So that they can hear that the government wants to improve our lives.
Nna ke le mo ke Joseph Madumo Phake.
My name is Mr. Joseph Madume Phake.
Sub-region Merafong, sub-region coordinator ya Bosa Build One South Africa. So ke itumela ha ke bona di-party di kopane.
So I'm happy to see that the parties are working together.
Gore at least a gona o tla ropa.
So that there's no one who will cheat.
Ene ya bobedi a re sa batla go a masepala. Ne re kopa ya ka bili e bua ntse ke e bala ere le batla go ragela.
The other thing is that we no longer want to raise our complaints to the municipality. I'm happy that you're going to build an institution where we can send our complaints to. Please be swift with that because things are getting out of hand.
Because ke fetoga le slave mo country yaka.
Because the way I look at things, I'm becoming a slave in my own country.
La bona le ya Losberg ka kwa. Ale ya Losberg ka kwa mo Forgeville. Go etsagalang maforaina a rekile mafatshe ka mo.
Now when you go to
Mo lefatsheng laka.
Now when you
Mo nkebe ke fiwa lefatshe leo ke government.
Now, when you go to Losberg, you'll find that a lot of foreigners have bought land in my own land, whereby I'm the one supposed to be buying that land, whereas now it is the foreigners who are the owners of that land.
Gona ne re butse di tech shop. Banane ba saswe. Ba butse di tech shop ba go rwala ka bana ba rona ba ba bolaya. Go ya mo South Africa.
In the past, we used to own tuck shops and our children were not dying. Now it is the foreigners who are owning tuck shops and our children are perishing.
So ke kopa le government re fele fatshe. Re gona go etsa di Steve Gate le rona re tlhabologe ya ka go mafatsheng a mango because batho ba tswang kontle la batla mo mafatsheng a rona ba etsa ya ka barata ene ba re laela a ratlamela go ba bolela gore tso mo tlhapang before le rekisa borotho tso mo etsa le so ba tlhapela ka mo gare shop.
So now we are pleading with the government to give us land so that we can also have certificates of ownership so that these foreigners not come and dictate by us, because right now that is what they're doing. Even though you tell them and instruct them to do the right thing, they don't. For example, tell them that you must please wash before you sell us bread, and do not take a bath in the same tuck shop that you are selling goods.
Gona no ga ya ko locationeng kwa. Go tlogetse masepala e
wants a piece of the pie.
Thank you very much. Your time is up. Thank you, everybody. We'll take another round. Can I get the officials from Parliament just to help me identify? Please just keep your hand up. And let's get fair representation. So identify 3 from the side, 3 from the side, 3 from the side. Please identify everybody, okay? And only once they identify you, then you come forward. Okay, number 1.
Peace be with you.
Ka mokgwa ke dumedisitse ke tlhompile ditulo ka tatalano le sone le phutego ya merafong re itumela ga le re inviteile.
I greet you all protocol observed. Thank you very much for the invitation.
Re tlo tlhagisa ditletlebo tsa rona.
We are coming to raise our complaints.
Nna ke Thabiso Mosikare.
My name is Mr. Thabiso Mosikare.
Ke tswa ko Randfontein ko Motlhakeng.
Motlhakeng Randfontein.
Ke me fana ka golla.
I'm standing here aggrieved.
Ko Motlhakeng re na le di business.
We have businesses in Motlhakeng.
And then go na le di buildings tse leng gore ha re na le dillo tlamehile re mathele ko teng ka in terms of di funding.
And then there are buildings or institutions that you must run to if we need assistance like funding.
And then ba tla go bolela gore o ye ko mang, and then o kopana le batho ba go bolela gore ha gona gore ba ka go thusa, government sa go thusa e sa ba thusa.
And then you'll be sent from pillar to post. Then the next thing they tell you that the government cannot help you if you don't help yourself.
And then gona le di like la relate le batho mo botsa gore mfeto nka itsa yang ka itsa gore business sa ka e gole so.
So in our township, we do relate. So we do speak to each other, asking questions, how can I make my business grow?
Ta botsa rona la cold drink re ya borotho na. Ba go botsa gore rona le cold drink re ya borotho na.
But then an official will ask you, do you have money for cold drink?
Ke sa bereke go etsa kae?
Unemployed, where am I going to get that cold drink money?
And government ya rona ya re feila ka 2014.
And our government is failing us in 2014.
Ka go masipala ka fiwa form e nngwe, that form ka itumella gore ke kreile.
I was happy to receive a form when I went to the municipality.
Ka apply and latlhela mo Kloof Academy.
I applied and then submitted it.
Then, okay, it was period ya 3 weeks for training.
And then there was training for a period of 3 weeks.
Then we crash certificate in case welding, cutting torch, portable, any machines alone did go mining in Baruta Katson.
Any machinery that you find in the mining sector, they were training us with it, and I received a certificate.
And a senior lecture on honor certificate. It was Mr. Sin. On amplela hore certificate ko fansone se ke sa lifetime. Utoba so batang go nna sone.
Now, Mr. Sin, the one who awarded me the certificate, told me that this is a lifetime certificate.
Your time is up, but I didn't hear whether you support the bill or not.
Ga ra utlwa gore a o tshegetsa molaotlhomo kgotsa nnyaa. Ga ra utlwa gore a o tshegetsa molaotlhomo kgotsa nnyaa.
Sa ntlha se ke buileng ke re ke a supporta.
Thank you very
Ka
much.
dintlha tse itseng.
I support it with some reservations.
Thank you. Next.
Gape. Ne ke rata go leboga
Thank you very much.
di member tsa parliament tse tlileng ka tsheko lena.
Thank you very much to the parliamentarians who are here today,
Ke leboge le community e leng fana.
and to thank the community at large.
Nna ka lebitso ke nna Refilwe Leo.
My name is Mr. Refilwe Leo
Ke tlhaga go Motlhakeng Ward 18.
from Ward 8, Motlhakeng.
Bagolo le di parliamentarians re na le di issues tse dingata tse leng gore gona nong as small businesses re batla gore this bill e concentrate mo tsone.
We have a lot of issues as small businesses that we like this bill to concentrate on,
Especially when it comes to these spaza shops tsa di foreign nationals.
especially when it comes to foreign-owned spaza shops.
It's very difficult for a South African to compete with those spaza shops because bone ba kgona go ikeletsa dilo tsa bone ko mokoting. Whereby when you need to buy those things.
Go thata gore re gaisane le bone ka gonne they themselves are able to manufacture their own goods underground.
And it's a whole competition ya rona as black people or South African people. Re kgone go compete mo marketing also.
And then it becomes difficult for us as black people, South African people to compete in that market.
So ne re kopa gore this bill, especially because it's for South African bill, must concentrate in helping us, the South Africans, not go assist bone the foreign nationals.
Jaanong re kopa gore molaotlhomo ono o thuse rona jaaka ba barua boswa ba molaotlhomo ono e se ba tswantle.
Go na le ntate o buileng gore ba dilo tse di manufacturing di bula bana ba rona.
A gentleman mentioned that the things that they manufacture kills our children.
And anong government ya rona e thotse fela.
And the government is quiet about this.
So re batla di bill in strict when it comes to those foreign national spaza shops.
So we want this bill to be strict
so that it can eliminate those things.
So
in our communities.
re batla go molaotlhomo ono o tlo o gagamatse letsogo mo batswantle gore re kgone go ntsha mathata ano mo setšhabeng sa rona.
Ne ke sa batle go nna mo telele ke tla go tlisa fela teng foo.
I don't want to be long, I just want to end there.
Thank you very much. Next.
Happy. Okay. Dumelang.
Greetings.
Ke a le dumedisa ebile ke thabile ho bona merafong re etetswe ke parliament.
I'm very happy and grateful.
Ke a le dumedisa di colleagues tsa ka. Kgotsong.
I'm greeting you all, my colleagues, and I'm grateful that you have visited us today as here in Merafong.
Ke rata ho botsa parliament potso ena.
I just want to ask the parliamentarians this one question.
Parliament ha le sheba ka mo. Le bona bo rakgwebo.
Parliament, when you look at all people who are here, do you see people who are business owners?
Re shebala jwalo ka batho ba di business.
Do we look like such kind of people?
No.
Chair.
Ke kopa hore parliament nna e ke re juise di documents tse re di batliwang mo di businesseng.
I'm pleading for the parliament to actually provide the documents which they need for us to apply certain things.
Na since ke qala construction ka 2003.
Myself, I've started to be in the business
Di
construction
documents
field.
di ne di se ngata ngata ka tsela ene di leng ka yona.
By then, there were not many documents as they are today.
Meaning hore government it restricta the small business ho na le batho be ba fang di business.
Meaning that the government restricts the business people and it gives the opportunities to certain people.
Because ha di expire really ha re na monyetla because ha re sebetse.
Because when they have expired, we do not have opportunities because we are unemployed.
Re dula fatshe.
We just ordinary people.
But ntse le re rotlo etsa hore re atamele le tlo re thusa hore re phamise di business tse nyenyane.
But you always encourage us to come nearby and to improve the small businesses. Indeed, we are just failing on that.
Re na le di business tse nyanyana.
Yes, we have small businesses.
Our municipality wa re faila.
Masipala wa rona ka nnete
How re support all together.
It doesn't support us at all.
Re patala di services.
We pay for services.
Le ha ntsa bona hore business tsa rona ha di hole.
Even though he can see that our businesses are not
They don't come to us.
Ha batle ho rone
Ba tlo re pusha.
to push us
Ba tlo utlwa hore na mathata a rona mo kae.
to hear about all our problems.
How fail o patala o wa threatenwa.
When you fail to pay, you become threatened.
Re patala di documents.
We pay for documents.
Ho na le di challenges tsa di business tsa rona. Batho ba bang ha ba batle ho patala di services tsa masipala. Ba ipeya corner to corner. And ba succeed ba etsa tšhelete.
We have challenges. Some people do not want to pay the municipality services. They just have dodgy ways to do with things.
Ha ba patale SARS.
They don't pay
We
SARS.
pay SARS.
But ourselves, we do pay SARS.
Ke a kgola le ya makala parliament hore batho ba ema mo kaofela ba bua ka di forums.
I think maybe you are worried that all people who are here and
Re etsa di
speaking here,
forums because ha o ya khoneng ena ke forum, ha o ya khoneng ke forum. Hobane fela re sa tsebe na re atleha kae.
we create this
Parliament
forums.
re thusa kae.
We create these forums. You will find there's a forum here, there's a forum, because we do not know where to go, how the parliament
very
is going
much.
to help us. I'm also grateful for the ombudsman. Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
Sanibonani.
Greetings.
Ninjani?
How are you?
Ngithanda ukubonga usihlalo.
I would like to thank the
Ngibonga
chairperson
iParliament eze ngaphakathi kwethu namhlanje.
and the parliament that has come to us
Into
today.
engithokoze kakhulu ngibona unkosi ubaba uluthuli ongaphakathi kwenu
What, I'm very happy because I'm seeing
okukhomba
the king, Mr.
ukubaluleka
Mtuli.
kwalento enizele lapha.
This shows how important this bill is.
Ngizokhala ngesikhathi ngoba ngisishare nomama ongitolikelayo.
I will complain about the time
Bese
because I'm
kwenza
sharing
lokho
it with
ngibe
the
no
interpreter.
1.5 minute.
That means I will have 1.5 minutes.
Ngithanda ukubonga into eyi-1, I support the bill.
Ngiyawusekela lo mthetho sivivinyo.
Ikakhulu ngoba umongameli wezwe uye wakhuluma wakhonkosela ukuthi uhulumende mawuremove ama-red tapes
It's because
enza ukuba osomabhizinisi baqadele sebehluleka, which means
I'm
the
happy because
poorer becomes poor.
the president said they must remove all the tapes because the poor people become even more poor because of these red tapes.
In as much as umama uStella Ndabeni Abrahams last year,
And Ms. Stella Ndabeni Abraham said last year,
uye wakhonkosela futhi emagameni kamongameli.
he also emphasized on the words of the government.
What let the banks also remove the red tapes?
Ukuthi basuse zonke lezi hibe.
What is SEDA NSEA, all those organizations?
And he said SEDA and SIFA, all those organizations,
Mazize kubantu.
they should come to the people
Bala abantu bakhona ukubeka izikhalo zabo kubo.
so that the people will be able to complain to them.
When you look at the profiles the companies make today,
Uma ubheka umhlahlandlela ukuthi inkampani
it's not in line with what a SEDA want.
akuhambisani nalokho uSIDA akufunayo.
When you go to apply for the loans and what they call grants,
Uma uyofaka izicelo zokuthi usizwe ngeimali,
you are unable to receive that money from SIFA
awukwazi ukuthola le mali
because there's
kwaSIFA
so many red tapes.
ngoba kunezihibe eziningi
The
ezivimbayo.
banks, the big 4 banks in South Africa, the big 4 banks in South Africa,
Inkampani ezinkulu eNingizimu Afrika,
ezamabhange,
the bank companies,
ubaba ukhulumile wathi kunabantu abaphakathi ofuna ukuthi athole a share uma ngizofuna imali ukukhulisa ishishini lami.
one gentleman mentioned that the people who actually help or who are in between the company and the bank,
As a business person,
njengosomabhizinisi,
ngizocela kini siyanithuma futhi manje owesibini.
we want to send you now the second time.
Go and look back at this
Ake nibuyele emuva nike niyobheka lo
and
mthetho
find
sivivinyo.
out if it is suitable for the people who are sitting here.
Nibheke ukuthi uhambisana nezidingo yini
This
zabantu
is the most poorest municipality in South Africa.
lona umasipala ompofu kakhulu lapha eNingizimu
Okolota ugovernment izimali.
who is owing the
Ngiyabonga.
government a lot of money. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Next.
Olandelayo.
Dumelang bagolo.
Greetings to one and all,
Le kaofela ba eteledipele ba teng,
to all the leadership who is present today,
le community ya rona e tlileng.
and the community at large.
Rona re organization ya Phutha Ditjhaba ya mo Forgeville Ward 22.
We are the representatives of the organization Phutha Ditjhaba in Ward 22 here in Forgeville.
Bili ra e rata tla re sebeletsa gagolo re le batjha ba mokokosi le bagolo ba mokokosi ra e bona.
We love the bill so much. We are very sure that it's going to benefit us as old people, as youth here in Merafong.
Rona re batho ba dilang ka agriculture re sokola lefatshe ene re ntse re planta re na le di seat re support-wa ke di company tse mmalwa tsa mokokosi.
We dealing with agriculture. We just have a problem of the land. We have started planting. There's a certain company who's helping us with the seeds.
So ne re tlo ikopela for re le Phutha Ditjhaba re le batho ba kokosi le re fe mafatshe re thole batho ba tla re thusang ka mafatshe ka bonako.
So we were pleading as people from Kokosi that at least you can help us to have lands where we can work on with our projects.
Gape ne ke kopa thuso ka batjha ba rona ya ka go tletse mo holong a ke bone go na le batjha.
Also, I'm pleading that the youth can also be involved Because here in this hall, I can't see any youth or young people. As many.
Bothata ke bona e le hore batjha ba rona go na le ntwe ba hlekefetsang.
The problem I see that our youth, there's something that is actually giving them problems.
Ha ke sheba president our former president ya rona e fitileng Tate Mandela o ile a re batjha ke bone ba tla tswellisang lefatshe ho ya pele.
As I look to what Mr. Mandela, our former president, has uttered, he said the youth, they are the ones who's gonna make this country to go forward or to move forward.
Mare ka tsatsi la today youth ya safara ka di drugs.
But in contrast to that, the youth is suffering by abusing drugs.
Di scripture ta ke di small businesses ne ke kopa thuso ka tsona hore le di ntsheng ko makeisheneng le di tlise ka mo ko toropong mo go nang le maponesa teng ba ta bonang ho kaliwa eng a go kaliwe eng.
The scrapyards, they also tend to be the small businesses who are in township but who are not operating legally. So we were pleading for you to remove them from the townships and bring them to the town where there's a lot of police which will monitor what is being scaled or not.
Ka hore di cable tsa rona di a utsiwa tse connectang ko dintlong mme o ke dulang strateng sa ha utsuile alla ka sheko a re cable ha e bothata bo tliswa ke batjha.
Because the cables are stolen. One lady here who I came with this morning, she woke up, the cable was stolen. She's suspecting that there's no one but it's youth who's doing these things.
Energy bua le bone batjha ba di drugs ba bang ba bone ba batla ho change bothata hona ntho re ka etsa. Re kopa di program tse re tla ba sendelang ko di rehab re thole le thusonyana hore re ka ba thusa yang a ba tswa rehab ba thole mosebetsi ba tloele ho hlekefetsa batho ba rona le rona re tloele ho ba hlekefetsa.
I usually talk to these young people who are abusing drugs. Most of them, they are willing to change. We are pleading that may we also have workshops and rehabilitation centers which can help them to be rehabilitated.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Next.
Good afternoon. My name is Dokisa Mapsinia.
Lebitso la ka ke Dokisa Mapsinia. Absinia. Tshwarelo.
I come from Greens Park, Ward 21 in Merafon City.
Ke tswa Greens Park, Ward 21, hona Merafon City.
Belonging to Greens Park Business Forum.
Me ke ho mokgatlo wa Greens Park's Merafon Forum.
Greens Park Business Forum.
Business Forums, tshwarelo.
I'm supporting this bill with amendments.
Ke tshehetsa bill ena le diphetolo tsa yona.
It doesn't help you fund and then you don't train.
Ha o thuse hore ebe o tsetela kapa o tshehetsa ka ditjhelete empa o sena kwetliso o e etsang.
It's like working backwardly.
Ho ntso tshwana fela le ho hulela morao.
I'd like the bill to be amended that there must be incubation.
Ke lakatsa hore bill ena e lokiswe e le hore e kgone ho akareletsa batho bohle.
So the incubation must happen before the funding.
Sena se lokela ho etsahala pele ho tsetelwa ditjhelete kapa ho thusa.
And there must be a bucket of non-refund.
Isena e lokela ho ba tukisetso ya hore ho ske ha ba le tjhelete e nngwe e tla patalwa.
Because taking loans now is working for the companies that makes loans.
Ho ba jwale ho sebeletsa
The provision of loans have destroyed many small businesses.
Tukisetso tsena tsa di loan di sentse dikgwebo tse ngata.
So if ever there can be incubation of companies whereby they will be trained in order to do their job in terms of finances and also the skill side, the capacity itself will assist to utilize the funds accurately.
Ha o ka ba le kwetliso ya e tla thusa batho bohle hore ba kgone hore ba be le tsebo ya ho sebediswa ha ditjhelete e le hore sena se kgone hore tsamaiso ena e tsamaye hantle.
And again, in terms of the taxes,
hape ha o tloa tabeng tsa lekgetho kapa
it can't be correct that all the local businesses are paying taxes.
Ho keke ba ba ntho e tshwanetseng kapa e loketseng
But the foreign nationals, in terms of tax shops, they are not paying taxes.
empa melata yona ha e patale tax ho ha.
With other words, we are saying that the local businesses that are trying to upgrade,
ka mantswe a mang re re dikgwebo tsena tse nyenyane tse lekang ho ntlafatsa.
they're becoming slaves of foreign nationals who are not paying taxes.
di ba jwale makgoba a melata e sa pataleng
Can we
tax.
look into it that all the tax shops, all the business of foreign nationals must be taxed as well?
Re lokela ho shebisisa hore na
And
dikgwebo
also they
tsena
must comply
tsa
as
melao
much as local companies.
di lokela hore
Thank
di
you very much.
patale tax di tsamaisane le molao jwalo ka di-company tsohle tsa batho ba Afrika Borwa.
Thank you very much. Next.
Molweni ma South Africa mahle. Kakhulu ngibulisa indwendwe zethu.
Good day, beautiful South Africans, especially our guests.
Mina ndingu Angelina Mbasana.
My name is Angelina Mbasane.
Ndi ward committee yase ward 5 eRand West, Randfontein.
I'm a ward committee member, Ward 5, Rand West.
Ndikwanguye no somashishini omncinci.
I'm also a small business person.
And ndiyayisupporta umthetho ngumthetho sihlomelo oyilwayo.
I support the bill.
Mna ndiyayiviyela into yokuthi kuzawubakho utshintsho lokuthi kuke kutshintshwe usifa nosida kungene lo usedfa.
I'm happy that there will be a change, that they will combine SIFA and SIDA, and they will be set for now.
Usedfa bendingathanda ukuthi igama eli kakhulu ngoba besoko sisebenza ne-agencies.
I'm very happy that they is set for now because we used to work with agencies.
Ingathi bangafaka bathi Small Enterprise Reconstruction and Development Program.
I would like the name to be changed to Small Enterprise Reconstruction and Development Program
Ngoba mninzi umonakalo owenzekileyo
because there's so much damage that has already happened
apha kono small businesses.
with us small business people.
Kukhona lapho ubaba Mandela uthi umlomo otya phambi komnye uthu komnye.
Mr. Mandela used to say those who are helped before us, others are the ones that are talking bad about other people.
Ndimbonile usida enikeza abantu i-tools.
I've seen SIDA giving people tools.
Abanye bajikiswe kodwa barejistile no CIPC.
Other people were not helped, but those people had already registered with CIPC,
Sibhadala levy every year.
and we are paying levies every year.
But makufuneke sponsorishiwe kukhethwa abantu abathile.
But when we have to be helped with sponsorship or grants, only certain few people are being helped.
Uthola ukuthi bazithathile ezo tools ezo bazibeke ezindlini zabo, they don't operate, abayenzi i-job creation.
And you'll see that those tools or equipment are just sitting in their homes. They are not doing any job creation.
Makuthiwa nanku sifa uzonikeza ngemali kuvela the same people banikezwe.
And when SIFA comes to give grants to people, these same people come forward and they get helped.
Ngicela mhlambi i-bill le ingasebenza ngendlela ye-RDP lapho kuzoba khona i-follow up.
I would like this bill to help in the manner which the RTP is working. There must be a follow-up.
Ma umuntu benefitile then kube khona uhlelo lokulandela ukuthi nyani le business is running and it's a well registered business.
So that if somebody has already benefited, makulandelelwe ke kubonwe ukuba iyasebenza nyani na elishishini ngoku.
Ene kujongwe ukuthi wonke ono small business baya benefita at the end of the day.
And then there must be monitoring so that all the small business people are benefiting.
Kujongwa kwi-records ukuthi wena wazange ufumane, okay ufanele ufumane or wawufumene yima kancinci unikeza abanye chance.
And then the records should be monitored so that those people that have already benefited must step aside so that other people must get a chance.
The people shall govern, the people shall share, I submit.
Abantu ke
Thank you very much.
bazawulawula, yeah, that's my submission.
Next.
Mandibulise iParliament.
Let me greet the members of parliament.
Sivuyile namhlanje ngokunibona kule ndawo yethu.
We are happy to see you today here in our area.
Abantu abakhulu abaphambili abafuni ukuza eMarafong.
leaders do not want to come to Merafong.
Yiyo lento sivuyileyo ngoku.
That is why we are happy to see you here today.
Ikavarishiwe kwinto ezininzi zizithethi ebezikhona ngaphambili.
The speakers before me have covered most of my points,
Kodwa ziseninzi ezishekileyo.
but I still have more points to raise.
Wellington Zisoyi luthethayo.
My name is Wellington Zisoyi.
Osuka kwiZisoyi Coaches Trading and Projects.
I'm from the Zisoyi Coaching.
Zisoyi Coaches Trading and Projects.
Zisoyi Coaches Trading and Projects.
Simanxeba apha eMerafong.
We are not happy here in Merafong.
Zininzi izinto ezingenzeki ngendlela kwibusiness.
There are so many things that are not going according to plan in our businesses.
Libona sine forums ezimbini nje iMBC nalibithetha apha kukulwa kwethu kule Merafong.
The reason that we have two fora here, the MBC and the other one that was mentioned here, is because we are fighting here in Merafong.
Njengoba bese kuchiwo kwathiwa sibathathayo sibonyule kwiforum bayazityela.
Because it was said before here that the people that we elect to lead the forum, those people feed their own stomachs only.
Itsho loo nto idale umlo phakathi kwethu boso business.
And therefore there's conflict between us as business people.
Abanye ke baquqa bephindelela.
Other people are benefiting all the time.
Ndizawuthetha nge-farming.
I'm going to talk about farming.
Kuba nevile le ndawo yindawo ye-mines.
As it has been mentioned here, this area is a mining area.
Ii-mines zideclinile.
And the mines now have stopped working.
Le ndawo sikuyo idlakadlaka isenanto.
The area that we are living on now has nothing, there is no business here.
Icebo nomyalezo endifuna unika wona sinefama ezingasebenziyo ezazisetyenziswa asikwazi ufumana imali sikwazi usebenzisa ezafama.
Therefore I would like to tell you that in this area that has no businesses anymore, we have farms that used to operate, but they are not operating anymore, and we do not have money so that we can revive those farms.
Xa sinoya kwi-direction ye-farming noko laa ndawo yee-mines singalinga ukuyivala.
If we can therefore go to the direction of farming, the gap that has been left by the mining companies, we could be able to close that gap.
Siyaniyaleza ke lo myalezo khani sijonge kwezi fama zilapha zindala zingasebenziyo kuze sisebenze sifumane imali. Imali ayifumaneki ngama restrictions.
We are therefore sending you, you must go and assist us so that we can be able to revive those farms so that we do not have the money, but if you can help us to get money so that we can be able to revive those farms.
Ndiyayisapota ibhili mhlawumbi izawusilungisa isilungiselele.
I support this bill thinking that this bill will be able to help us.
Thank you very much. Next.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. All protocol observed.
Ndini buliseni nonke ndibulise namalungu eParliament okusukela kwisihlalo ninonke nje.
My name is Sipho Cheni. I'm a business sector rep at Ward 10 in Kagiso, Mohale City.
Igama lami ngu
Sipho Cheni.
Sipho Cheni ndililungu le-Business Forum.
Business sector rep in the ward committee.
Ndimele osomashishini kwikomiti yeward.
I support the bill.
Ndiyawuxhasa ke lo mthetho osihlomela
especially the establishment of the Ombudsman's office.
Ngokungakumbi ukumiselwa kwe-office kanozikhalazo.
But I hope the person who will be appointed is not going to be a check collector, but someone who will ensure that they held everyone accountable, especially from the province to local municipalities.
Kodwa ke ndithemba ukuba lo muntu uzawunyulwa ayingomuntu nje ozawuhlala akoleke nje imali yakhe kupheleni kwenyanga, kodwa ngumuntu ozawunceda abantu kusuka kwiphondo ukuya nakubalawuli basemakhaya omasipala.
Above all, we have a lot of corruption that happens in municipalities where opportunities go to the same companies, and that must come to an end.
Ngapha koko ke kunorhwaphilizo oluninzi komasipala apho iprojects zisiya kubantu abanye loo nto ke sifuneka iphelile ngoku.
The worst form of criminality is when government departments appoint companies and then they don't pay after service has been provided. That kills our SMMEs.
Olona lwaphulomthetho olukhulu ke kukuba zithi inkampani sezisebenzile zingabhatalwa loo nto ke ibulala amashishini ethu.
The measure of SEDA, CIFA, in Gauteng we also have GP. Nothing is mentioned around GP. Their focus should be more on grants than loans, and they must also consider taking down their prime rate. Should be less than 5% as a developmental approach.
Ukudityaniswa kwesifa nesida kanti ke Gauteng sinayo nento esibiza ngoba iGP kodwa akho nto ithethwayo ke ngayo apha kodwa ke yona nto phambili makujongwe kuyo ngoku kuba imali imboleko okanye imali ebhatalwayo xa kufuneka imali imboleko mayehle noko ifike pha ku 5% nangaphantsi.
Lastly, I'd like to put the portfolio community on the spot. Because people are complaining that business don't come to them, opportunities don't come to them. For the record, we just want to find out who has been given the catering opportunity, the transport and sounds. Are they people from the West Rand? For transparency purposes, because I'm not sure who came with the specification of catering that we should be given one banana and water. And we left Kagiso at 7 o'clock. That is very wrong. Thank you.
Ngifuna kunibeka esichengeni ngoku njengamalungu eParliamente ngifuna ukwazi uba ngubani kanye unikwe ithenda yokutya apha ndisho nowe transport ngoba sifuna ukwazi uba ngubani othe masinikwe ibhanana ibenye nokunamanzi nje ngoba sivuke ekuseni uze sizofika apha.
Molweni nonke endlini. Ndibulise netafile ngokushiyana kwezihlalo zabo.
Greetings to everybody in the house and all protocol observed.
Lo othethayo nguNontobeko Khetshana osuka eBladebank Ward 13.
My name is Nontobeko from Bladebank Ward 13.
Ndimele abahlali baseBladebank. I'm ward committee of the LED.
I am the ward committee member at Bladebank.
Into yokuqala endize apha ndizele nje isicelo andizanga kuzocomplaina ndizocela nje qha ukuthi ezuba kuze laba bantu mandike ndiqale ngokuthi ndiyaxhasa kakhulu ukuza kwenu apha nalonto lo iyotsho itshintshe nempilo yabahlali baseBladebank.
Let me first say I support you coming here because that will change the lives of the people of Bladebank.
iBladebank yindawo emhlaba omncinanana ongawona owabantu kumane kuthiwe athi umasipala xa uya kuyo yokhalaza athi hayi ngokamayini umayini xa uya kuye athi hayi ngokamasipala ngoku abantu bahleli esiqithini apho bangazazi uba bangazenzela ntoni.
The Bladebank is a small area. The land there belongs to the mining. So when you go to complain, the municipality tells you this land belongs to a mine. So we do not know where to complain. It is like we are living in an island.
Kodwa ke abantu baseBladebank ndiyabancoma ngoba kunjalo banesakhono sokuthi bazilimele bakwazi ukuthengisa ezivege nazimbotyi abazithengisa abazilimayo nabanye bakwazi ukufuya inkomo kwakhona pha eBladebank bakwazi ukwenzela ukuthi bangabulawa yindlala.
But as much as we have those problems, the people of Bladebank are helping themselves because some of them are business people, some of them are farmers. They are able to farm vegetables and they are selling those. Others are even stock farmers.
Isicelo sami sesokuthi nike nithi ngelilinyanga nizinike ithuba nike niye nikwazi ukubaxhasa nokubaququzelela ukuthi into abangayenza ibancede ukuthi bade baphumelele yintoni na.
My plea therefore is that one day you should give yourselves time so that you can visit them, so that you can encourage them and help them so that they can help themselves.
Abanazo neshop abakhona ukuthi bangazenza ishop eziphaya zo my friend. Gcwalo my friend abakhona uze ukwazi bayothenga ukutya kufuneka ukhiphe imali ukude ugibele uye edolopini ngoba lo kwama shop apha ngo my friend abantu beBladebank abakhona bona ukuba bazenzele ibusiness yokuthengisa.
They cannot even establish their own shops because the shops that are there belong to the foreign nationals. If the people of Bladebank want to buy something, they need to go to town so that they can be able to buy that.
xa befuna ukwenza izitoro nabantu bafuna ukuthengisa njengabantu bafuna ibhizinisi bafuna lamaphepha bafuna amaphepha etaxi kodwa ezi foreigners azinamaphepha azinantoni kodwa umele rhoqo ugovernment uthi abantu abana mabangazenza izinto baqale benze 1 no 2 no 3 nto leyo bona bengayazi ukuthi bangeza bani abaququzela ukuthi bangazifumana njani ezi zinto enkosi.
When they want to establish their own businesses like the shops, the municipality wants them to have a lot of documents, but those same documents are not asked from the foreign nationals.
Next.
Good day. I'd like to thank parliamentarians to make time to come and allow the public to participate in
Yanibulisa ndingathanda ukubulela iParliament ngokuba izile apha izonika abantu ithuba lokuba bathabathe inxaxheba.
Yeah, I support the bill with the following recommendations.
Ndiyawuxhasa ke lo mthetho uyilwayo kodwa ndinazo izinto ezithile ndifuna ugalela ngazo apha.
My name is Mutlogelwa Archibald Musiani, also known as Benny. I'm the co-chairperson of the United Merafon Business Forum.
Igama lami ke lelisendilibizile ndikwangusihlalo we-business forum apha eMerafong.
United Merafon Business Forum.
United Merafong Business Forum igama layo.
You know, when the Minister of SMMEs was announced, we were so excited, but we are yet to see his involvement in this area.
Xa ke umphathiso esonyulo amashishini amancinci saye savuya kakhulu kodwa ke ngoku asikayiboni kakuhle impembelelo yakhe kule ndawo yethu.
So we hope the same must not happen with Parliament of SMMEs, please.
Sicela kuba into enjalo ingenzeki leli kumhokanye le committee yeParliament esihambeleyo namhlanje.
We therefore request, as much as you'll be setting up your ombudsman office, as much as you'll be establishing the one agency in the form of CEDA, please have a satellite office here in this area, in this municipality.
Sicela kuba nanjengoko nizawumisela le office kanozikhalazo futhi nihlanganisa iSIDA neSIFA niyenza iSITFA sicela kuba kube khona noko ioffice ekhoyo apha kufutshane nathi.
Would further request ukuthi we are told by the experts that the mining lifespan of our local mines is 15 years.
Kwakhona siyaxelelwa zingcali ukuba ubomi bomgodi okwezindawo zethu mumalunga neminyaka e15 empilishumi.
So we hope within a year or 2 or 3 this must be implemented, because we would request small scale mining licenses.
Sicela ke ukuba mhlawumbe kuminyaka nje emibili emithathu ngaphunyezwa lo mthetho uyilwayo ngoba sifuna nathi sibe ne license sizokwazi noko ukuba ngabembi imigodi abancinci abakhulayo.
Because if we don't do that, we are glorifying criminals. You know, illegal mining here is so trend-setting. We are making billionaires who are mostly foreign nationals because they don't care about the law.
Ngoba ke xa singenzi kanjalo sifumane license siqhubela phambili abaphula imithetho ngoba apha siyabona ba kuyaqhutyekwa kwembiwo imigodi kungekho mthethweni. Abantu abaninzi ngoku singababiza ngokuba bazibillionaires kodwa abo bantu siyazi bangabantu abasoka ngaphandle futhi ngabantu abangawukhathalelanga umthetho.
Ngize ku-issue the rehabilitation budget. I believe when a mine starts, DMR takes a certain percentage of the money they have. They set it aside for the mine to rehabilitate the area once the mine closes. I don't see it happening around here.
Coming to the funds for rehabilitation of mines, ndingacela kuba isebe le zamandla nezimbiwa ziyijongisise lo mba ngoba ndiyabona uba kukhona okwenzekayo apha kodwa asiboni thina ukuba yenzeka kanjani lento, akukho lujongisiso lwaloo nto.
There's plus minus 80% of arable agricultural land that is owned by a certain dragon called Western Dolomatic Association, and that land can be used for agricultural purposes. I submit, thank you.
Kukhona ke umhlaba omkhulu apho nokwazi ukulinywa kodwa kukhona umuntu othile ongokwakhe lo mhlaba lo bungasetyenziswa ukuze kukwazi ukulinywa. Ndiyabulela.
Thank you, everybody. I want you to give yourselves a warm round of applause.
Sinibulele nonke singacela ukuba nisiqhwabele.
As Parliament, we have listened.
Si iParliament sinimamele.
We've taken notes.
Sifuthi sibhale phansi amanqaku.
And we have actual audio and visual recordings.
Kwaye kwakhona siye sashicilela okubhaliweyo ngisho nokube nikuthetha apha ngomlomo.
Before I hand over to my chairperson to close the meeting, I want to do a quick summary.
Ngaphambi kokuba ndinikele kusihlalo ozovala le ntlanganiso ndingafuna nje ukushwankathela kancinci.
And explain the process forward.
Ndizocacisa ke ngokuinkqubo kusukela apha.
We as the Portfolio Committee of Small Business, we've crossed the length and breadth of our country and listened to all the submissions of our people in our local areas.
Sile committee ke yezamashishini amancinci sesihambe lonke ngokwilizwe loMzantsi Afrika simamele nina onke amagalelo wenu.
Once we have completed that process, we will as a committee deliberate and then table this to the National Assembly.
Sawuba ke sinimamele nonke sizawuhlala phansi ke sile committee ke sixoxe sixubushe ngalomba emva koko ke siyowandlala phambi kweParliament kazwelonke.
Thereafter, the bill will go to the National Council of Province.
Ukusuka apho ke lo mthetho sihlomelo uyilwayo uzawusiwa kwibhunga lamaphondo likazwelonke i-National Council of Provinces
for their public participation process.
ukuba nabo ke benze inkqubo ebufana nalesiyenzayo.
Thereafter, it will be signed by our president.
Emva koko ke lo mthetho uyilwayo uzawutyikitywa ngumongameli ube ngumthethoosisigxina.
We as this portfolio committee representing all the parties is aiming to try to pass the bill before the end of this parliament sitting.
Thina ke siyile committee eyilwe ngamaqela ezopolitiko eyona njongo yethu kukuba lo mthetho uyilwayo upasiswe ngaphambi kokuba liphele ixesha lethu njengeParliament.
This bill is very important and urgent so that we can help our small businesses. We've listened to the pleas, the cries, the hopes, the aspirations, the problems that you have raised today.
Lo mthetho sihlomelo uyalo ubaluleke kakhulu ukuthi sinimamele izikhalo zenu siwamamela amagalelo wenu iyo lonto ke ngokusifuna uninceda.
And we will try to factor in many of your good suggestions.
Sizawuzifaka ke zonke okanye onke amacebiso enina sinika wona sizawafaka kulo mthetho sihlomelo uyilwayo.
We've heard your plea around the foreign nationals and the importance of having South Africans to own local businesses.
Sizivile izicelo zenu nezikhalo ngabantu abasuka ngaphandle singathanda ke futhi amashishini akho eMzantsi Afrika ebamelanini bawo ibe ngabantu boMzantsi Afrika.
We also share the view that all businesses must be registered, all businesses must be paying tax, and all businesses must be monitored.
Kwaye ke umbono wenu ukuba wonke amashishini akho mawabhaliswe wonke makabhatale irhafu siyahambisana nawo.
We also hear your appeals and the challenges that you face in this municipalities and this being a declining mining town.
Sizivile ke nakhona izikhalo zenu siyaziva nezicelo zenu njengoba nisitsho kuba le ndawo kanye lo masipala lona indawo apho imigodi nokongoku seyiphela.
We've heard your pleas of asking that other government officials, other departments must also come to visit you.
Sizivile nezicelo zenu zokuba amanye amasebe karhulumente namanye amaqumrhu eze anityelele kule ndawo.
We also appeal that you contain or maintain unified, especially the different chambers, the United Chamber and the other chamber. We're calling on you as a united people to stand together, and then we can look at how you build a prosperous town in this area.
Sinicele ke kwakhona ukuba nimanyane zonke iziforum nithethe ngazo zoshishino ezikhoyo apha nimanyane nizokwazi ukwakha le ndawo yenu njengabantu abamanyeneyo.
Because of load shedding, I'm going to hand over to the chair to make certain announcements and formally close. I thank you for your kind attention.
Ngenxa yocimicimi we-load shedding ngizawugqithisela kusihlalo ngoku azokwazi uba avale le ntlanganiso. Ndinibulela kakhulu.
Thank you, Chairperson.
Ndibulele kusihlalo.
Before I give the announcement, I want to respond on the issue of catering and also to confine, to indicate the difference between Parliament and executive.
Ngaphambi kokuba ndivaleke ndingathanda nje ukuba ndiphendule lamba we-catering futhi ndahlukanise phakathi kwamalungu ekomiti yeParlamente kwakunye norhulumente.
And also to differentiate between parliamentarians and officials in Parliament.
Kwakhona ndenza umahluko phakathi kwamalungu ekomiti yeParlamente kwakunye namagosa asebenzela eParlamente.
As politicians, we make decisions.
Njengosopolitiki thina senza isigqibo.
And then officials deals with the logistics.
Amagosa akasebenzela iParlamente ngawo ke ngoku enza amalungiselelo.
The Parliament is responsible for transport and catering, that's what I can say. But liaising with the local leadership of the municipalities.
Ndingatsho uba iParlamente iyelungiselela iTransport iyelungiselela iCatering kodwa ke ithethathethana futhi isebenzisana nomasipala.
It's not the municipality who's buying food or transporting you, it's the responsibility of Parliament.
Ayingomasipala ke onizisayo apha engenguye umasipala onithengele ukutya olo luxanduva leParlamente.
But we are sorry, we know as Parliament we don't have enough resources like government events.
Sicela uxolo ke kodwa njengeParlamente thina asinayo imithombo eyaneleyo njengorhulumente.
If the minister was here, she has got budget which is being passed by our good selves.
Uba ngabe umphathiso bekhona ngokwakhe apha ngoba yena unawo lwabilo mali oluphathiswa kwasithi kodwa.
Parliamentarians' role is to do oversight to the executive.
Indima ke yeParlamente kukuba yongamele isigqeba okanye urhulumente.
So we must not just fight because of today's bananas and water.
Ningakhali ke ngenxa yebanana namanzi niwafumeneyo kuphela namhlanje.
Let's appreciate the efforts brought by Parliament to come and assist you on the issues of bottlenecks which you are faced with as small business.
Masixabiseni inzame zeParlamente ukuba ize apha kuni izozama ukuninceda ngemiqobo enidibana nayo xa nizama ukuvula amashishini enu.
And then on issues of foreigners.
Kwimibala ke abantu abasiphuma ngaphandle.
As South Africans, we are not xenophobic, you know that.
Njengabantu boMzantsi Afrika niyazi uba sibacaphukela abantu abaphuma ngaphandle.
That's why you see this scarf in solidarity of Palestine.
Yiyo lento nibona isikhafu nje sinxibileyo simakunye nabantu basePalestina.
We are saying Israel ceasefire.
Sithi ke kuIsrael noko ngoku mayiphele imfazwe.
What we can support you as our voters is that we need to join hands to make sure that law enforcement is being enhanced.
Into singanixhasa kuyo ke njengabavoti bethu uba masibambaneni simanyane ukuze ulwaphulo mthetho luphele.
But the Minister of Home Affairs is trying his best.
Kodwa ke umphathiswa wezasekhaya uzama kangangoko nako.
3 months ago he announced or pleaded to all mayors to bring all spaza shops in South Africa to his office.
Kwinyanga nje ezintathu ezigqithileyo iye wacela bonke omasipala bonke osodolophu bazise izipaza shop ezikhoyo kwiofisi yakhe.
Because the outcry is that foreigners are selling without permits.
Ngoba isikhalo esikhoyo kukuba abasuka ngaphandle bathengisa bengenazo imvume.
So let us assist the Minister of Home Affairs and mayors because we are the one who are staying with those people in our houses.
Ngoko ke masincedisane nomphathiswa kwakunye nosodolophu ngoba aba bantu basuka ngaphandle bahlala nathi ngabe sithe sibaziyo.
We are not saying let them go because we know that during struggle they are the ones who assisted us to be liberated.
Asitsho ke uba mabagoduke okanye baphume ngoba siyazi ngexesha lomzabalazo ngabo babesinceda kumazwe abo.
So you want to be like Israel now?
Ngaba ngoku nifuna uba njengoIsrayeli?
No, what we are saying, there is a white paper now by the Minister of Home Affairs which is written in our mother tongue.
eyona nto siyithethayo ngoku kuba kukhona uxwebhu esilibiza ngoba white paper olubhalwe ngumphathiswa futhi elibhalwe ngolwimi lwethu.
The minister in that white paper needs our inputs.
Umphathiswa ke kolwa xwebhu white paper ufuna amagalelo ethu.
Our municipalities were encouraging them also to establish bylaws.
Nomasipala bethu ke siyabakhuthaza kuba babe nemithetho yabo abayilayo.
Yes, let's fight our rights, but in a peaceful way.
Ewe kona masiwalwela amalungelo wethu kodwa siyenza loo nto ngoxolo.
It's our right to do that.
Lilungelo lethu kwenza njalo.
So as portfolio committee, we are promising you that we are going to speed up the bill.
Njengale portfolio committee siyanithembisa kuba sawuzama ukukhawulezisa lo mthetho sihlomelo uyilwayo.
So that we assist you properly.
Ukuze ke sikwazi ukunincedisa ngokukuko.
The last announcement is that you must remain seated where you are.
Isaziso sami sokugqibela kuba sicela nihlale phansi kwezindawo nikuzo.
Our officials from parliament would like to greet you.
Amagosa ethu ke aseparlament angathanda ukunibulisa.
Because you have got stickers.
Ngenxa yokuba ninazo ezi sticker.
So let's sit in that way, then they will greet us.
Sicela sihlale njengokuba sihleli ngoku bazawuza ke bazosibulisa.
Thank you so much.
Siyanibulela kakhulu.
Drive back home safe.
Sicela nikhuseleke xa niqhuba nisiya emakhaya.
The meeting stand adjourned.
Le ntlanganiso ke ngoku iphelile.